Hello and welcome to episode 119 of Nerds with Mics. I don't know why I wanted to sound cool there. I forgot that when we're introing, people can actually see us before we start, and I was really just jamming to our music. I don't know why, but I was.
I don't think they can see us before we start.
Oh, well, I don't know. I was pretending they could, and I was dancing for the people. But
no,
anyway.
I keep this background up, and I take us out, and then when the music ends, I bring us up, and I change it the background.
Well, now I'm not going to dance anymore. I hate everything.
I can see you, but I didn't notice, so you're good.
Oh, okay. Anyways, welcome to episode 119 of Nerds with Mics. I am Travis.
I'm Emily.
And I'm Justin, and we nailed it this week.
We did.
Names.
We did.
I was really stressed.
Oh, you forgot to introduce. Is that a sky bug behind you?
Yes.
I just noticed you're back. Oh, literally just looked at the camera. It's funny. Well, anyways,
funny.
Yeah. Well, welcome. Today we are actually talking about Nintendo Direct. We're also going to be talking about new games that were announced during that, and then also any games that we're excited about that we're going to get before the end of the year. Also, the homie Flip says, "I'm Flip."
Yeah, you're a little too late from the intros, Flip. I'm sorry.
Yeah, and I'm Flip.
I'm Flip.
But first, before we get started, we always like to start up.
Oh, real quick, Flip, you like this shirt, buddy? I know Flip's in Minnesota.
Oh, he's not a Minnesota fan, though?
Yeah, I think he's a Vikings fan.
Oh, okay, fair enough. Well, we always like to start with what we've been up to. So, Emily, we'll start with you. Looks like you got a lot going on behind you there.
Yeah, my background. It's awesome. I love it. So I've been playing a lot of Destiny this past week. Destiny 2, obviously. And it's been really fun. I've been having a lot of fun. This new season is amazing. I played for like a week and a half last year and just like hated it. Could not wait to get away from it. But I've been playing nonstop for the most part. And replaying through Borderlands 2. Yesterday Jesse and I finished up my collectible wall, which took us forever because measuring is hard. Measuring and making sure like everything is like perfect, and like having to put all like the screws and the things in perfectly so we could mount them. It was a nightmare. Cattail. So got that done and had a good day today and ate dinner. Had a birthday dinner.
That's right.
Birthday
dinner. I'm old. I had crab legs. Jesse let me buy crab legs.
Oh,
and I demolished them. Oh no! He's just like, oh, it's your birthday. Here, get your favorite food.
Nice.
So I was like, yeah. So,
crab legs.
Yeah, crab legs. They were frozen, but they were still really good.
They're still crab legs.
And you guys remember those ice cream bars? They were like Scooter Crunch ice cream bars with the cookie on the outside.
Yeah.
Like the cookie crumble on the outside, right? Well, they make an ice cream cake like that.
Oh.
And so we got an ice cream cake too, but we were so full before podcast that we just couldn't eat any ice cream cake. So we're gonna have to have it afterwards.
Well, that gives you something to look forward to after the podcast.
Yeah, so it was a really good day. It's been a really, really good week and been a really good day. So excited to be on here with you guys to talk about fun stuff. What about you, Travis or Justin? I don't know who. Someone. I messed it up.
Oh no.
We were doing so good.
I'll go. So unlike the two of them, I didn't do anything with my wall. I just left it plain. We've been watching Brooklyn Nine-Nine still. God, it is so good. We are in season 4 now. I love it. Oh my gosh. Such a great show. We are in the midst of home shopping. We're about to buy our first house.
Oh.
And it sucks. Oh my gosh. My anxiety level just through the roof. We found one yesterday we really liked, and don't think it's going to work out, but I'm looking for something just exploded upstairs. I'm looking for one that has like a really good garage, or because I'm not like a garage guy, but I want to convert it to like a podcast kind of studio, kind of like Mark Maron does. Because they say I'm the Mark Maron of Kentucky. No one says that. But Flip says, you got room for me, right? Yeah, buddy, come on down. doing that, been playing some video games. This is a big week for video games, and we'll talk about that a little bit later in the show. But I want to hear what Travis has been up to.
I've been up to Is this the first time? Yeah. So last weekend, I was at Cincinnati Comic-Con. Saw lots of cool things there. Bought some artwork that I haven't hung up yet, but I need to. I've been watching still a lot of Scrubs. I am almost to season 7, so I'm boogieing through that content. Love it so much. I've been playing video games actually this week. There's a new game that I had stumbled onto that I was really excited about that I feel like is kind of under the radar. Not a lot of people are talking about it. It's called is it Kenna Bridge of Spirits? And it is kind of like a Zelda game for PS. I think it's exclusive to PS5 and PC. And it has very much Zelda vibes, but also if you've ever played Star Fox Adventure on the GameCube, where you run around a Star Fox, it's kind of like open world, and you have a staff and stuff. It also has very much those vibes. And then also, is it Pikmin? Is that what it's called? Or Pikmin?
Pikmin.
Yeah.
With the little creatures. Yeah. And it also has a little bit of that worked into it as well. But honestly, it's a really good game. I've been playing, I think I put maybe about 6 hours into it so far. It's been really good. And it's only I think a $40 game. I wasn't expecting a ton for a $40 game. I was kind of concerned about it, but honestly, I have not been disappointed yet. So I definitely recommend checking it out if you're looking for something new to play. Other than that, I'm trying to think if there's been anything else. It was a busy weekend at work. Glad to be home talking to you guys. And tomorrow is my last day of the work week, and then I'm off for 2 days. So I'm looking forward to that. And then also we got Venom coming out, which I'm going to try to go see on October 1st. So
Jesse and I just rewatched the first one.
Yeah, I need to do
really
that
good.
before. Yeah, I need to do that before I go see the new one. That's a good call. But yeah, other than that, that's pretty much all I've been up to. But as Justin alluded to earlier in the show, Justin, we got a lot of news around Nintendo this week, right?
We did. Nintendo, out of nowhere, announced they were going to do a new Nintendo Direct this week, and we got a ton of information out. Some good, some bad, some has been memed on the internet, specifically the casting of an upcoming movie, which we'll get to that. But yeah, so Nintendo, they announced a new Kirby game coming in 2022. I feel like it's been a while since we've had a main Kirby game on a home console. The biggest thing for me personally was the Nintendo Switch Online expansion pack tier. So Nintendo Switch Online is already pretty cheap. It's like $20 for the year. It grants you access to Nintendo games and Super Nintendo games, as well as their online services. The expansion pack tier will now grant you access to Nintendo 64 and Sega Genesis games. So there will be a premium charge for that, but you're going to get games right away like Ocarina of Time, which is the only game I've wanted to play on the system, Mario Kart 64, Super Mario 64, and they alluded to games like Majora's Mask coming later. So it's not going to be just like we're going to dump some games on you and leave. We're going to keep dumping games on you. So I'm pretty excited about that. Are there any games from the 64 or Sega Genesis era that you all are looking forward to?
Oh, man. I have a Nintendo 64, but I don't have very many games for it. Most of my games that I like, old school games that I played, were for Super Nintendo. So, oh man, Star Fox was really good on 64.
I think they said that one's coming.
Yeah. So that one for sure. Star Fox was amazing on Nintendo 64. I think we have like 1080 like snowboarding.
Yeah.
And then there was a WWE game on 64 that was really, really good too that we owned. But most of my stuff got given away when I was little. All my old 64 stuff, so I don't have much of it now.
Okay. Flip says Pokemon Arena. Travis, you have anything?
I was going to say Ocarina of Time. I could always play that game. I'd love to actually get like a remaster of it, but it is what it is.
On the Breath of the Wild engine?
Yeah, that'd be dope. I honestly never really played. I know I'm going to get shot for this. I know that people are going to hate me for this. I never really played Mario 64.
Good.
All right, he's out. We kicked him out of the show.
Bye.
Just kidding.
Wow.
Yep.
But yeah, I'm banned. Moving off
You're
the island.
banned.
So this will give me a good opportunity to play that, and also for it to be able to be mobile and take it with me wherever I go. I think will be kind of nice. Other than that, that's pretty much it. I mean, I think some people are probably disappointed we didn't get games like Perfect Dark and GoldenEye, but I do believe it's probably a studio and a licensing issue. I do believe, right? Because
so Rare made Banjo-Kazooie, and it's coming at some point as well. Perfect Dark probably could. For GoldenEye, there'd be a lot of hoops to jump through, including, I think, Activision. No, they don't own the rights because the team that makes Hitman's making a new 007 game.
Yeah.
They'd have to at least get the rights from the 007 group, though. And I don't know if they could do that.
I was actually, so I kind of seen this coming, but what I did not really expect to see coming is the fact they're releasing wireless versions of the retro controllers for the 64 and Sega.
Yeah.
That they're going to sell. I think they're $50 a piece, but you'll be able to play those games with the original controllers that you played with back in the day, which awesome. I think is kind of cool. I kind of remember
64 controller was so wonky though. Like having that stick in the middle and you like held the controller like this, or like it was just so weird. I never had a Sega Genesis though, so I never played Sega Genesis games.
You're out. No, I'm just.
Well, now you'll get to.
Yeah.
I don't get kicked out.
No, she doesn't get kicked out. No. In addition to that, they showed off Bayonetta 3 gameplay and gave us a 2022 release window. They did announce that Animal Crossing will be getting its own Nintendo Direct in October, which kind of alludes to maybe a major expansion coming for that. And then Knights of the Old Republic will be arriving on the Switch in November, but this will not be the recently announced remake for the PS5 that we saw. It's going to be just a port of the old game. Now, the news that kind of has taken the internet by storm, the Super Mario Brothers movie will be coming out December 21st, 2022, and the cast is an A-list cast. You cannot deny this. Chris Pratt as Mario, Anya Taylor-Joy as Peach, Charlie Day is Luigi, which I love Charlie Day. Oh my gosh. Jack Black is Bowser. Keegan-Michael Key is Toad, and Seth Rogen is Donkey Kong. This is going to be a weird movie, but I love it.
This is going to be live action, right?
Oh, I don't think so.
No,
that would be absolutely nuts. No. I did see where people were calling for Danny DeVito to be Mario, and that would make more sense if it was live action.
Yeah. Yeah. Did you guys ever see the Super Mario Brothers movie, the live action one back in the day?
Years and years and years ago.
The Goomba dudes, the Goomba tree. Oh my god! Like and then Bowser was like I have nightmares from that movie.
Yeah, you clearly are upset about it. I can tell. Go ahead, Justin.
Pretty bad.
I have nothing to say. I know that the internet's been doing some fan casting for additional Mario characters, which I think is just hilarious. But if you're on TikTok, they're having a good time with it. This one guy that does impressions did one as like each actor playing the part that they're cast as, and it's hilarious. I'll have to send that to you. But yeah, it's just, I don't know. It's got a great cast. I don't know how it's going to turn out. I mean, but I do wish they were setting up like a Nintendo cinematic universe with like Detective Pikachu, Sonic the Hedgehog, make some more Nintendo movies, and let's set it up.
Yeah, imagine if Nintendo had their like own MCU type universe.
Yeah. Like the Smash Brothers game that came out, like at the end of all of it. That'd be pretty sweet.
Legend of Zelda game or Legend of Zelda movie or show would be really awesome.
Yeah, it would.
I'm just really surprised it hasn't happened, honestly.
Well, there was that rumor that Netflix was going to do one a few years ago, but then it just never came to. I would want
Netflix, Witcher is they're thinking about doing a kids series.
What?
Yeah, I saw that on my Opera browser, and I forgot to bring it up. But yeah,
that would certainly be something.
Yeah, they were like, yeah, we're gonna make a kids show. I'm like, what?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that'd be interesting.
What do you mean?
Is that possible? I don't know, but it was a pretty impressive Nintendo Direct. I would have liked to have seen maybe something Zelda related aside from the Nintendo Switch Online stuff. I know that this is the 35th anniversary of Zelda still, and we only got the one game, the Skyward Sword HD remaster, whereas Mario got like a whole bundle of games. So kind of disappointed we didn't get something like that. But hey, Nintendo calls the shots, not me. So
that is true. They make a lot more money than you do. That's for sure.
Just a little, but yeah.
I'm excited for these to come. I'm still holding out that we get a new Switch when that new Zelda drops eventually at some point. Do we have a release date for Breath of the Wild 2?
I think it's just next year. I don't think they gave an exact date.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well.
Okay, so the Witcher thing, they were talking about Witcher Season 3 officially announced, along with a second anime feature film. So if you didn't watch the first one, it was really good. And then a new kids and family series set in the world of Witcher.
So
there you
Interesting.
Go. Yeah, that's going to be really interesting. I can't imagine how that's going to interpret from the things that we're used to seeing, how it's going to be different.
Yeah.
So, all right. So, we have anything else around Nintendo Direct? Or is that pretty much it? We didn't talk about any of the Sega games. We focused primarily on just on Nintendo. Do you have any? I'm guessing Emily already said she didn't play a lot of Sega. Did you play any Sega, Justin?
I did, but I don't. I know I had a couple sports games on it back in the day, and I played Sonic the Hedgehog. I was really a Nintendo kid, so I don't have a lot of like fond memories of it, if that makes sense. But my first real Sega console that I loved was my Dreamcast, and unfortunately, nobody else did.
Oh yeah, I think I'm still convinced Dreamcast was ahead of its time.
It was, yeah, and they didn't have any piracy protection.
Yeah.
No, zero whatsoever.
I remember my dad bought games for it once on eBay, and when they came in, it was just like a blank CD that someone was able to just rip the game to it, and it just worked because there was no DRM on it whatsoever.
Yeah.
So that's their goof, I guess.
Yeah, it was like the graphics were amazing.
Mm-hmm.
They were so good. I remember my brother I think I gave Travis the Sega Genesis, or not Sega Genesis, Sega Dreamcast that I had because it was just sitting in my garage. Yeah. And the only game was Crazy Taxi, and there was a fishing game that was absolutely beautiful. Like it went underwater with you, and like you followed the lure, and it was so freaking cool. I love that. I love that game.
It was such a fun system. And like with the Sonic Adventure game that used the memory card, the VMU, and you could take your little character, like a Tamagotchi almost. Yeah. Good times, man.
Yeah. Man, we need one of those virtual consoles on the Switch for Dreamcast. That's what we need.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Bring Dreamcast. I would totally buy into that if they brought Dreamcast.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, because I know Dreamcast, like that was the first isn't that when they first started releasing the 2K games, Justin?
NFL 2K and NBA 2K, yep.
Yeah, I played the crap out of those games back in the day on Dreamcast, but for some odd reason after Dreamcast I just stopped playing those sports games. But yeah, so all right, well cool. Let's so one of the things I wanted to talk to you guys about is I want to kind of see. I know that we talked about a few weeks back, or it's probably been months now. We talked about game of the year potentials, things like that. But I'd be curious to know, as we're getting into the holiday season and also towards the end of the year, are there any games that's coming out that's going to be this year that you're looking forward to? I don't know if there's anything that comes to mind. Emily, I know a lot of what you're looking forward to is next year, but I don't know if there was
right. Yeah, I even have like the 2020 schedule pulled up, or 2022. Sorry, 2022. No, I mean, so I think we've got. We do have New Worlds.
That's Tuesday.
Coming out in a couple days.
Yep.
And I'm very excited about that just because like I didn't play the beta, but like all of my friends that play Destiny, that play Borderlands are just super going hard on New World.
Yeah.
And it obviously like it's something that I'm going to like because they all like it as well. So
there's a website, Emily. So this is like, I guess, going to be like the next big streamer game, right? And there's a website where streamers can put what server they're going to be on, so their followers can join them. Which I know if you join one, you'd probably advertise it, but it might be. I'll send you that link later once I find it again. If you want to,
that'd be awesome.
Yeah, no problem.
Anything that's like interactive with stream is just, it brings your stream to a whole new level. Like it's like with the Borderlands 3 Echo extension, where people can interact with your game and all that stuff. The Destiny 2 extension, like more games need to create their own. I know a lot of people and fans of the game create extensions, like fan-made extensions for these games, but game developers actually need to like take advantage of these streamer tools within like Twitch and stuff like that, because it just brings so many more people into that game. So, but I'm excited for New World, and I hope they do some really cool extensions too. I think that would be really cool.
Yeah.
There's a game coming out Wednesday. I'm also excited for. It's already out on PC, but it's coming to console for the first time. It's called Insurgency Sandstorm. It's a tactical first-person shooter, and honestly, the best way I can describe it is it's like a cross between SOCOM, which, if you've listened to this show ever, you know I love SOCOM, and Rainbow Six Siege, but not including like the goofy operators that they've started to add. It's pretty hardcore. Really excited about it, and probably going to pick that up day one.
Very cool. I'm excited for next month. We get Far Cry 6.
Yes.
We get that on, I think it's the 7th of October. I haven't honestly watched a lot about this game, but when you and I were talking, Justin, the other day, I actually started looking up stuff on the game, and the co-op looks like it's going to be better in this game than it has in the previous ones, which the co-op's been decent, but I didn't know there was so much crafting and stuff involved in this game, and you can make like some ridiculous weapons. Like you can make like a jetpack, or not a jetpack, but a backpack that just shoots rockets. You can make like a thing that shoots actual like disc CDs, like all sorts of crazy stuff. Awesome. And then pets you can get now.
Wiener dog.
Yeah, you can get
wiener dog.
Well, there's a little wiener dog, but I guess he can't walk, so he has a chariot on his back, and he carries your ammo. He follows you around, and then you can also get I think a fighting rooster, and then also you can get an alligator as well.
Interesting. I'm looking forward to this one. I think hopefully it's good.
Yeah, I hope so too. I love what's his name? The villain, the guy who plays the villain.
Giancarlo Esposito?
Yes. Oh God, he's amazing. He's amazing in everything that he does. Like absolutely amazing.
I would love for him and Christoph Waltz to star in a movie together where they're like just both the bad guys. I don't even know.
And they have to fight against each other, like two bad guys going at it. Oh man, that'd be amazing.
I would never stop watching that movie.
Oh, like they need to make it a series and not a movie, so it just keeps going.
Yeah. Flip says his picks are Back 4 Blood, New World, Halo, and Battlefield 2042. You know, I played the Halo Infinite beta this weekend.
Yes, how was it? I haven't.
Pretty good. I will say this though, and it is good, but I'm probably gonna get smacked for saying this. It's good, but I missed my PlayStation 5 controller and the haptics. I've gotten so used to playing first-person shooters with that trigger feedback, and it just kind of felt, I don't know, sad to not have that. But yeah, it was fun. It was really good. Felt good. I mean, yeah, I'm excited for that one as well.
Yeah, Back 4 Blood for sure. I played that beta and it was so much fun.
Yes, that's a Game Pass title.
Yeah. I'm mainly playing everything on PC nowadays, so.
I wonder, will it be on PC Game Pass, do you think?
I don't know, but it's just like there's just not enough like for me to like say like it's worth it to get Game Pass. So I usually just buy individual games.
Yeah.
Yup.
I'm also excited for the new we get the new Metroid game coming out. I think it's October 8th on the Switch, Metroid Dread. So I'm pretty excited for that. It's a mixture of side scrolling and also like first person shooter in certain portions. I do believe it's part of the series that's the is it Metroid Fusion? Is that right? Is that the series that was on GameCube? Nobody knows but me. Okay.
I never had a GameCube.
Yeah. Oh man, one of my favorite consoles actually. But yeah, so I'm really looking forward to that one as well. We also got a new. I know it's going to sound really weird, but did y'all ever play the Super Monkey Ball games?
No.
Well, those are like the kind of the party games where you get a bunch of people together. Have you ever played the old games on Xbox called Fusion Frenzy? I don't know if y'all ever played those. It's kind of like those where it's like you get a bunch of people together and there's a bunch of mini games that you're competing in. Well, we get a new one of those on October 5th, and I'm pretty excited about that. But what else do you guys have? Anything?
I'm trying to think.
I know. So, like, I don't know if you all will care about this one as much. I'm going to guess probably not. I'm really excited for the new soccer games coming out, FIFA and eFootball. Big soccer fan. So I'm excited about those. I also really like the Dark Pictures anthology games. I like to play through those with a friend. And that one comes out October 21st. Oh, I do have a big one for me. Age of Empires 4 comes out October 28th. I love that series so much.
My boss is stoked about that game. He says he's going to play so much of it.
Yeah. Are you going to get it?
I don't really get into those games, but I might give it a try.
He's out. Just kidding.
Give you all the power and see what happens.
I know. I'm sorry.
Have you guys watched any of the gameplay for it? Because it's just a single player game, I believe, but the Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy? We get it on the 25th.
Some will get it on the 25th.
I don't know what that means.
I don't think I will.
Gonna...
Oh, yeah. I was like, you tell me. It's like, do you already have it? I was confused, but you just mean you're not getting it. Okay, fair enough.
I don't think so.
Yeah, no. If it was like a co-op game or something, maybe. But I don't know. I don't have any interest in playing that by myself. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. We get a new Mario Party at the end of October. If you guys play Mario Party still,
I've played it in the past, but
yeah, Mario Party Superstars. Is nobody excited for Call of Duty? Nobody plays Call of Duty anymore because it comes on the 4th of November.
The beta was not great.
Was it not great? That sucks. No. I mean, I enjoy like the campaigns usually, and I'll play the campaigns once. But like the last Call of Duty's multiplayer was actually really good. Like it wasn't just full of people cheating and lagging and it felt really nice. So I was.
You talking about Cold War?
Yeah.
Cold War was good.
Yeah, Cold War was great, and the story was amazing. Like, the story was so good. So I'm hoping Vanguard's good, which Vanguard's set in what time period?
World War II.
Yeah, so, and I love I love that era. Because didn't World at War take place in World War II, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And that was my favorite Call of Duty, hands down.
If it felt like that, I would be excited. But it feels so like your player movement feels like Warzone and Modern Warfare, but like your guns like don't. Like it's like a really weird balance of like I don't know, just weird.
So it's like futuristic movement and parkour, but it's like old school warfare gun wise.
Yeah. Travis has a friend in the chat. He looks confused.
I am confused. I have no idea who that is. I don't think I know who that is.
Hello. Identify yourself.
Apple Grove. Yeah, it's okay. You don't have to.
Is that where Power Rangers takes place?
Apple Grove? Maybe.
I can't remember the name of it. It's something Grove.
Yeah. So I am not really excited for Call of Duty. I am, however, excited for the new Forza Horizon 5. I'm really looking forward to that. That comes out the beginning of November as well.
You loser.
Yeah, I'm the worst. Oh, no. He's hurt hearing all this Call of Duty talk.
Oh, you did get called a loser.
Yeah.
I did. That's fine.
Yeah. Call of Duty, I don't know. I'm not excited about Battlefield either this year.
Really? Did you play the beta for it?
No, but I saw alpha footage, and I know it's alpha footage. Oh, it's another Justin. There's two of us now.
Yeah, I don't know which Justin. I know a lot of Justins.
I saw some alpha footage of it, and I wasn't impressed. But they did delay the game, and that alpha footage was back in August or July. I can't remember now, so who knows? But just wasn't impressed. I'll leave it at that.
Sad.
Yeah.
Well, didn't you say you weren't impressed with alpha, or when you played like an alpha or like a closed beta that you weren't impressed with, but then you played it like again, and then it was way better. Was it New World?
Oh, that was New World.
Yeah.
But they were like months apart, like
right.
6-7 months apart. So yeah, I mean that's possible. Yeah. I mean, I definitely have an open mind, but I'm not pre-ordering that at all.
Yeah. Now the last one that I'll mention before. Well, there's two more I want to mention. Well, really, it's one mention and one question I have about one. I'm excited for the 27th installment of the Elder Scrolls Skyrim.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if we get that on the 10th of November. If you guys want to play it for the 27th time.
No, I'm good.
But have you guys seen? I don't even know how to pronounce it. Incarnus. Have you seen that game?
Mm-mm.
It's a survival game, but it's all time based. So, like, if you get on to play like September 25th through the 27th, like you have to survive in the elements. It's like Arctic, and then you get in on another day. Then you have to survive. Like in the desert, and it's a constantly changing world, and it's never the same. So I'm not sure if you guys saw that or not, but it looks pretty dope. Roommates with my brother, circa. I don't.
Oh no, you're on the spot.
So cryptic, like with these things.
I don't like this.
How many roommates have you had?
Who is it? Let's play guess who with this person.
Yeah. Are you wearing a hat currently? Do you have red hair?
I don't know. I don't know at this point.
All right.
I feel kind of bad. But anyways, does anybody have anything else to talk about? Because I have another topic I want to talk about.
I'm excited for Endwalker, although I'm not there story-wise for Final Fantasy 14, but I'm still excited. Yeah. And yeah, I think Halo. But Emily, do you have any other games you're excited about?
No, I mean, not really this year. Like all of my excitedness is saved for next year. So the only thing that I had to get excited for, like it says, New World, probably just grinding out the Destiny content. I've been having a really good time with the season, and each season they're like drip feeding us story, and it's story based on Queen Marasov. And I love her. She's beautiful. So I'm very excited about that. But yeah, no, I know I'm not the next thing I'm excited for, like super, super excited for, is there's Horizon Forbidden West, which is in February. What?
You were at my wedding. You kindly recorded it for me. Oh man, you're killing me. Who is this? Yeah, I can see you're looking on Facebook through your glasses.
No, I'm not. I was checking the release date because there was a game that was coming out this year, but it got delayed to next year that I wanted to talk about. But yeah. So Forbidden West is February 18th, and then Witch. So that'll give me time to play that. And then a few days later, actually, Witch Queen comes out. So yeah.
And then nothing else until Wonderlands, which is in March.
Yeah. So. Yeah, I was gonna say
the beginning of next year. Oh,
go ahead. I'll
say the beginning of next year is just absolutely insane. Like, I'm not gonna have any money.
Yeah. There is one game that I literally just found out about by looking at this list. It's called Stalker 2: Heart of Chernobyl, and it looks like Fallout, but it's Chernobyl.
Isn't that a horror game though?
I don't know, but it looks really fun. And I want to play it.
I don't know. All I know is that I feel bad that I don't know who this person in the chat is. I don't feel terrible.
Reported their wedding.
Identify yourself, Gustin Payne.
Oh my
don't know. But yeah, no, I was gonna say Dying Light 2. That was originally slated to come out in December, but got pushed back to February.
Yeah.
So I was gonna say that, but yeah. And I'm also excited for the new Pokemon game. That's not until January. Anything else, guys? Because I want to talk about last week's episode of Ted Lasso.
I don't think we should move on until you successfully identify this person in the comments.
Yeah.
They're so cryptic. It's
Flip says it's Escape from Tarkov and the Metro games put into a game.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
It is cryptic.
Oh,
Kane.
Justin Kane. Justin
Kane. Welcome to the show.
And he lives I believe he's out in California nowadays.
Okay. At Apple Grove.
Yeah, and I was his brother's roommate, Nathan. Yeah, he's right. Man, now I feel like
He's right. He got all these facts right.
Yeah, gosh, he got me. He got me for sure.
Yeah.
So now we can move on. Are we allowed to move on now?
Yeah.
God, I'm so embarrassed. Anyways,
Don't be embarrassed.
Has everybody watched last week's episode of Ted Lasso? Finally, he says.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was good. Well, which we kind of need to talk about the previous week too, because we didn't have a show.
He was getting fed up with you, Travis.
Yeah, he's actually one of the very first people that me and him kind of stumbled on the Plex. We used to do Plex servers and stuff. That's what we always used to talk about back and forth. And now I'm still using Plex. See, still carry a part of him with me every day.
But you can't remember his name, so perfect.
Nope, I'm the worst.
Yeah, but let's talk about Beard's Night Out first,
Okay.
because we didn't have an episode for that week.
I don't know about you. I don't know if you guys talk to a lot of people about Ted Lasso. I like work at a place where everybody watches it and everybody talks about it.
Everybody
and I knew
watches it,
I knew watching that episode. I liked the episode, but I knew there's like you're either gonna love this episode or you're gonna hate it.
Right.
I actually really liked it, but most
too.
people I know did not like it.
Really, I thought it was funny. I loved it. Obviously when he got beat up, that was kind of sad. But
I wish it would have been more him hanging out with the guys from the pub. Personally,
it was almost like a mini Hangover.
Yeah,
it's almost like what it was. And he was the one guy that got like left.
Yeah.
I did read where I guess they had started writing for season 2. Under the idea it's going to be 10 episodes like the previous season. And I don't know, when they're almost done writing season 2, Apple comes to them and says hey, we're going to go ahead and bump you up to 12 episodes. Thanks. Have a good day. So at that point, they were like, well, we've already mapped out 10 episodes of story. This kind of throws a wrench in our plan. So that's how we got the Christmas episode and the Beard episode. And I think the Christmas episode is fantastic. I think it's a great episode. I just think the placement of it's kind of weird. I wish they would have hung on to it until December. They did it for Mythic Quest. Do it for Ted Lasso. And then the Beard episode, I liked it, but I didn't love it. I didn't hate it. I didn't dislike it. I just didn't love it. It was okay.
Him just wearing the pants, the whole pants. Even the pants in the morning when he came into practice, he still had the pants on. Yeah. Just I don't know. It was, and then the big guy helped him out in the end, and
that big guy was like a mixture of Dave Bautista and Roy put together. It was real weird.
Yeah.
It was real strange.
Yeah.
I liked the episode. I thought it was definitely different. A lot of people's complaints, I didn't really care about this because I knew I treated it as like a filler episode where, they're just fleshing out this character a little bit more. But a lot of people's complaints is it didn't do anything to move the story along, was a lot of people's complaints, at least in my friend circle. One thing I thought was really interesting, at first, they made it a point to show how he kept losing the key and everybody would always give it back to him and say, drop this key, right? At first I was like, what is the symbolism with this? Because they're making it apparent, right? That he's but then at the end when they tied it kind of together where if he would have lost his key, he wouldn't have attempted to get into his apartment, breaking it off in the lock, and he wouldn't have ended up in the church. So it's all circumstance of it all happened and it all just kind of happened that way for a reason. Yeah, it's like fate. I just thought that was pretty cool how they did it. It was just very subtle. But I really did like that. And what's funny is I went back and watched season 1 because my parents had never seen it. So when I went home to visit my parents, I started them watching it. My mom was like, I can't stop watching this. So we sat and watched 6 episodes. But in one of the episodes, Beard comes in and he's like, man, you look exhausted. It looks like you didn't get any sleep. And he's like, I didn't. And so now I'm wondering, how often does he go out and have these nights when he's blowing off steam? Is it something he does all the time? Because how many times have we seen him come in, kick his feet up, and put his hat over his face? You know what I mean? Does he live this life all the time? Who knows? Yeah. You know what I mean? It's real interesting. Yeah. And then also one thing I realized in season 1 is Sam and Rebecca actually kind of have a moment in the first season where he comes up to tell her to come down and celebrate somebody's birthday with the team. There's this little exchange, and it's it almost makes you wonder if they were kind of planting those seeds, knowing what was going to happen in season 2. It's just real interesting. And And then, of course, I saw my favorite episode. That was the one where he's throwing darts against Rupert. It's like my favorite. That's my favorite moment of season 1. But anyways, what'd y'all think about last week's episode?
It was good. It was good. And like, so like with the title, you think it's going to be like real sad, like really sad, but it ended up being just a super funny episode.
They rickrolled us like 3 times.
Yes. Oh my God. Like when the song first started playing, like Jesse and I are sitting there and I look over at him, I'm just like, we're getting rickrolled. Like it was awesome. And Roy had some of the best lines this week. Holy crap. He was the fruit tree lines. Oh my gosh. Where
it's hilarious.
He was just like, I can't even like remember the exact words. I just remember
he's eating the apple and he's like, it tastes bad or something, or tastes like a dead person.
Tastes like people, or tastes like dead people or something like that.
Yeah.
Oh God, it was so good. Like just those, I was dying. I was laughing so hard.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then whenever yeah.
Spoiler alert.
Aw.
He says Sam and Rebecca creep him out. Too big of an age difference, and he hasn't seen the latest episode out, so he is leaving.
You better go watch it.
There's really nothing to spoil. I mean, other
possible
than,
triangle.
Triangle?
Mm-hmm. A love triangle that may be coming up.
Yeah, do you forget about that?
Oh yeah.
I hope not.
I just kind of like swept that under the rug type thing.
I don't think they're going to.
No. They're gonna sweep it under the sheets.
Yeah.
Oh
yeah.
I think at this point, if Keely and Jamie were to get together, I think the internet would just figuratively burn down Ted Lasso.
Yeah.
Everything about it.
Yeah.
People love Roy.
Mm-hmm.
People love Keely. People love them together. And they shouldn't mess with that.
They're they are a couple.
He's like the man version of me.
Which one, Jamie or Roy?
Roy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I curse a lot.
Yeah. What do you all think about? Do you think Rebecca? Like, I kind of think low key Rebecca has feelings for Ted. I don't. What do you all think?
Like, I think she cares about him. Obviously,
but not
like
romantically.
But not romantically, because like I mean he really helped her at the the end of season 1, like really helped her. Well, was it into season 2 even? I don't remember. It's like all blurring together now. But yeah, no, like I mean, he pretty much just showed her how much the team actually in the club actually means to her. So I think she cares about him and wants him to be okay, because obviously she knows he has panic attacks. And she knows how serious they are. So like she always just wants to make sure he's being taken care of. So what do you think about
Roy's
the psychiatrist in him though?
No,
I don't know.
No, I don't think so.
I don't know. That one episode with her on the bike, getting hit by the car. I got feelings between the two of them.
Well, next episode she's leaving, so I guess you'll find out.
What?
Oh, y'all didn't read the script. Oh, my bad. Sorry, guys.
just don't even talk to me. Can we kick him out again?
Yeah, he's gone.
Okay.
All right. I think that Roy's speech that he gave to Rebecca, I'll bring it back. I think that Roy's speech that he gave to Rebecca at the beginning about how only take the best, whatever, blah blah blah. I think she'll circle back to Sam, because Sam said it himself. He's only going to get more wonderful.
Yeah.
He's confident.
Yeah.
Yeah. Unless he leaves next episode, you never know.
Sam?
Yeah.
Why is he leaving? What did you read, Travis?
I just literally read the description for next week's episode.
I did read the description for next week's episode, but I was talking about the psychiatrist, and you were like, maybe she leaves.
Well, that's also in the description.
Read the description to me. I want to hear it. I mean,
you may look it up.
Yeah, look it up.
Okay, well, you all talk while I look it up.
Didn't you already read ahead, Justin? Remember?
No, I didn't look up descriptions.
You were like funeral, wedding.
I looked up titles.
Gotcha.
You want me to spoil it for you? Now
I want you to read the description to me. Yes.
I already read part of it. I stopped reading it.
All right, you're taking too long. Never mind, I couldn't find it. Go ahead and read it to me.
It's right here.
All right, read it to me.
Hold on, I gotta scroll. Okay, it says a billionaire football enthusiast makes Sam an unbelievable offer. Ted plans something special for Dr. Sharon's last day with the team.
What's the finale? What's the finale description say?
I don't think it goes that far. It only does a week ahead.
Flip's getting on to us. Spoilers. That's right, Flip.
Oh, you told me to read it. What do you mean?
Why would you do that? Those episodes haven't aired yet,
I didn't want to know.
Yeah, we didn't want to hear that.
But maybe she stays because they love each other. No. Nah. And maybe he stays because they love each other.
I don't think Sam's going anywhere.
Ted's going to marry Beard.
Maybe. Beard and the stash.
Yeah. Was anybody have anything else to add to the Ted Lasso? Speaking of which, not speaking of which, has nothing to do with Ted Lasso. If you guys haven't watched, there's a new show that just dropped on Apple TV Plus called The Foundation. The first 2 episodes dropped. It's a book that it's one of those sci-fi books that actually inspired Star Wars.
Okay.
The production value is super high. It looks really good. I only watched the first episode. Still got to watch the second episode, but you guys should check it out.
Was it good? Like, was the first episode really good?
Yeah, it's a lot of story building and kind of like it's be expected as you're introducing characters and stuff like that. But yeah, it's pretty good.
That's code for boring.
I hate you.
I still need to watch Morning Show.
Yeah.
The second episode of Morning Show.
I haven't seen that yet.
I've been watching my American Horror Story, and it's been not bad. It's been pretty good. It's been weird, and like it's almost like we're only like 6 episodes in, I think, and it already seems like a finale. So the fact that like something that ridiculously huge happened in like the middle of the season, and we still have probably 12 more episodes left. I don't know. I'm excited to see what else happens in that. So if you haven't watched American Horror Story, the new one, it's actually really good. I like it a lot.
Well, deal. All right. Well, cool. Well, you guys ready to get into pick of the week?
You know it.
Emily's not ready, so Justin, you go first. Pick of the week.
Proud of that. My pick this week would be the brand new game that just came out a couple weeks ago, Deathloop for PlayStation 5. Super duper good game. I know that,
Super duper, you say?
Super duper good game, yeah. So much fun. Very fresh. Gunplay is good. Story is good. It almost has if you're familiar with Dark Souls and Demon Souls, it almost has a mechanic similar to that where you can enter someone else's game as the antagonist and try to disrupt their loop, which is pretty neat. It's just a really good game. Everything about it is just super awesome. It's just really fun.
Too, right?
What?
Permadeath too, right? Like to an extent.
To an extent, yeah. You get like 3 resets, 3 deaths, and then once you get all 3, you kind of just have to go back and you forget everything you learned and you lose all the weapons and stuff you got. But it's like it's not like a start at square one permadeath.
Right. But so I was watching somebody play it, and they were saying like you actually, even though you like reset, you leave messages for yourself.
Yep.
And you like find them and stuff, which is pretty cool.
Yeah. Flip says it's made by the same people that made Dishonored. Yeah. The Arcane Studios, I believe. I will say a lot of the gunplay and some of the like HUD of the game kind of reminds me of Wolfenstein. So I wonder if Machine Games helped out with it any at all. Probably. But it's good.
Yeah, I played a little bit of it. It's good what I played. I played maybe an hour of it so far.
Oof, you haven't really played it then.
Okay, great. Emily.
I'm just kidding.
Man, those crab legs that I ate. No, I'm just kidding.
It's my birthday. I'll pick that.
It's my birthday. Probably, like I said, I've been having so much fun on Destiny. Like again, and the fact that I was able to go through like half of the Vault of Glass raid, in D2, like they brought back Vault of Glass raid in D2. Like it just brought back like the want and drive to want to play that game again. And so I'm just like every week I'm gonna be playing some Destiny just because I'm like I've got to get my light level up. Because the really cool thing about this time in Destiny is there's no max power level. You can keep going and keep going and keep going, but it's like a very like once you get to like 13, 20 power level, then it starts to become kind of a creep. Like each point is just like a creep, and you might go up maybe a couple points each week just from like the stuff that you get. So it's been really good, and it's the way I remember D1 being is the way D2 is getting to be. So I'm very, very excited to keep playing that. And I'm gonna throw in a bonus pick of the week, and that is Jesse because he has spoiled me all day today. So
Jesse,
awesome. Yeah. What about you? Who was next? I don't know. I forgot already.
I'm just gonna let you guess. No, it's me.
It's you.
Yeah, mine's honestly probably gonna be the game that I mentioned earlier. Kenya, it's Bridge of Spirits. Yeah. It's really good. If you haven't played it, I definitely recommend checking it out. Graphics are great. Justin, I know you downloaded it, but have you tried it yet?
Yeah, I played played for an hour or two. I got to a point where I was like, well, I don't know what to do now, and I just stopped. But I plan on going back to it. I really, really enjoyed it. It reminds me a little bit of like older Zelda titles, but yeah. I like it.
Yeah, and it also has the graphics are really good, but it's like you're playing through a Pixar movie. Is what it looks like. It's really cool. Yeah, definitely recommend that for sure. Does anybody have anything else to add? No. Does everybody feel good? Emily looks like she's ready for a nap and some cake.
Yeah, like it's been a long day. Like I said, I didn't get a whole lot of sleep, and I need some sleep, and I need some ice cream cake in my life.
Yep. I gotta ask real quick before we go: is your Captain Marvel wearing a mask from Borderlands?
Yes.
Okay, I thought that was what that was.
Yeah, we were doing my wall. Yeah, we were doing my wall, and Jesse's like, "You should put the Psycho mask on Captain Marvel," and I was like, "I don't know if it'll like stay on," and sure enough, it stays on. It's the one that's signed by Ashley and Anthony Birch.
Oh, that's cool.
So yeah. So
what do you think?
What a better place.
Yeah, what do you think we're gonna get a trailer for new Borderlands? Maybe ever?
No, they're never gonna give one.
I mean, they've already done like a what was it that people it was like comic something. There was like I don't remember. There was like a
comic convention.
Yeah, it was like it was something. It was I can't remember what it was called, but they'd actually showed some. It wasn't like a teaser, but it was like just like a bunch of just characters. Like they actually showed them and stuff like that. So they're in post production right now. They're saying that it's gonna be 2022. I'm pretty sure is when we're gonna get it. Probably gonna be late 2022. But I no idea. That's something completely separate from Gearbox, so they probably won't tell us anything. I probably won't have any inside information on that at all. And even if I did, I couldn't say.
Yeah, that's true.
So,
all right. Well, does anybody have anything else before we go? Justin, Emily, no. Well, everyone, I want to thank you again for listening. This has been episode 119 of Nerds with Mics. We appreciate you listening. Always feel free to rate us on whichever avenue that you use to listen to us, whether it's Spotify, podcasting app, whatever it may be. Also, if you have any ideas for any topics for the show or have any feedback for us, feel free to let us know. You can reach out to us at any one of our pages on the social medias. So everyone have a good night.
Social medias.
Yeah, like the Walmarts.